What's going on, guys? Welcome to the last Bullseye Trades update review of 2022. What a crazy year it's been. It's currently Christmas Eve. The markets are closed on Monday, so I really think this will be the last update of the year since these trades are every week. So, what a year it's been. If you're not familiar with Jeff Bishop's Bullseye Trades, definitely come and check out the article that I'm going to link in the description below, because it's really, in a year where the market has just been up and down with an overall trend downwards, which has been chopping up and chopping down, Bullseye Trades has been one of the most consistent low-cost services that I've been trading. So if you look down here, I've put a complete track record for the whole of 2022 with all the dates on the left here, every contract, including lots of videos like the one I'm doing right now, for the entire year. So you go all the way back down here, so you can get like every single trade. I think I went all the way back to January. Yeah, if you see right the way down here, so all the way down to here. This was the first trade of the year. And I can't believe it's been a year. A whole year's gone by with me updating this article as we go along. And you can see it's mainly green. You can go and watch the videos. You can come and check out the contracts for yourself and backtest all this stuff for the whole of 2022. I've never done this before, so this is the first year I've documented a whole full calendar year of alerts from the service, and I'm really glad I did it, because it really gives people a deeper insight into something that's really lacking in this industry, which is often third-party testing, right? Somebody who sits down and takes all the trades and shows them exactly what happened. So yeah, it's been a cool year. I'm glad you guys that have been subscribing to the channel for these have been watching them, and I'm going to continue this into 2023, and hopefully we'll have another good year. And what's amazing is buying options has been such a pain this year. If you look at the daily chart on SPY, you'll see why. Let's go to 1 day. This just undulating up and down, just downtrend for the whole year, but with these big bull rallies that immediately sell off all the way down to here. Who knows what the new year's going to bring? Hopefully we get some sort of stability at least. Maybe we go sideways for the whole of 2023. I don't know. It's anybody's guess. But let's talk a little bit about nuggets. So NUGT, this has been alerted by Jeff a few times this year. I think the last time was actually just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so at the end of November we also did a nugget call it was almost a 100% winner, around about 100% for the win. And so a few weeks went by and he decided to try nugget again. This was the email that went out, nugget, bullseye pick of the week. And so his thought processes were, let's see where we're at. So it's to do with the really starting to rethink the Santa rally. So he was right, there wasn't a Santa rally, so he was short. But the problem is, like, everything just kind of went sideways. So even though there wasn't really a Santa rally, puts didn't really print much either. So unfortunately, this trade was a bit of a wash. So let's just look down and see what some of the thought process was. I saw rates in the US dollar both falling, which is good for gold miners. This week I'm seeing the exact opposite. So that was kind of his thoughts on going short or buying puts on Nugget. 37, remember them betting Nugget will fall soon. And this week actually there wasn't a 11 a.m. session where you go through each one of the thought processes with his counter channels and his moving averages and stuff. And he changed the contracts last minute as well, which was weird. So he started off with the puts for January 6th, and then he sent out a notification saying he was actually going to go with December 30th puts instead. And so at this point it's worth pointing out that he's still in this trade. He actually averaged in slowly, which he did kind of say in a few notifications he probably would. So he could still win this trade, but I'm trying to report everything as carefully as possible so that nobody can say that I'm trying to fudge results or anything like that. So I'm just putting what my experience was, which was a nasty little loss of 50% on these puts. And I actually went with the December 30th ones as well. And you can see what happened. This was the Monday on the left here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And this is Nugget on the 5-day, 5-minute. And so I did my usual. I waited for the end of the day. This was cool, so I didn't try and chase here. I missed an entry here, for example. I just kind of let it chill, let it chill, let it chill. And I was like, okay, cool. It'll probably spike the next day, and it did. And I got filled up here somewhere, and I thought it was so cool. I was like, oh yes, this is great. Got this for a bargain. And then, of course, it continued up for a whole day, and I stopped out for a 50% loss up here somewhere. And then the next day, boom, right back down. I would have been in actual, probably a bit of a profit at some point, which is good. I know a few people managed to eke out a bit of gains on this by really holding off and waiting for this day here to enter and then selling the next day. But I think the vast majority of people got shaken out of this thing for somewhere between a 5 to a 50% loss. So it was definitely kind of a horrible way to end the year. Maybe there's still a bunch of people out there that are still holding this thing. I'm not. Like I said, I closed the position for about a 50% loss the other day. So let's see what the comments are. So sometimes you get people commenting like under here. Let's see, click on it. Boom, boom, boom. Go down here. Let's see how people were playing this. So back in the water, somebody went in. So people were buying this yesterday, which is definitely a bit different. I know Jeff was doing the same thing. So I tend to try and just play these things in the space of a week, though. So I'm not going to swing trade these for weeks and whatever. But I'll try and keep the article updated to see how Jeff exits this. I'm just curious. So Jeff is in at a very low average now. So I think if it goes down at all in the next week, he'll probably make some good money. This shows like how things can change. So this guy got out of Nugget when the market tanked today, approximately 25% profit. So people were taking small wins on this despite the difficulty of the play this week. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see what else people were doing. So normally, like, this was interesting. So normally I follow this rule where if it doesn't close at the stop, I'll stay in. And if I'd followed that rule this time, I would have been okay and I would have made some money on this play. But I sort of chickened out around 50% and decided to cut it. So it's worth pointing out I didn't follow Jeff's rules here. I followed my own rules, which often help me, but in this case it didn't help me. It stopped me out a little bit. So let's see what else we have here. See a lot of people, and I'm up 4%. So yeah. So anyway, it's a weird week. I guess that's all I have to say really about it. And I think I'm excited about the new year. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm going to start doing more of these videos on different services, and I hope you guys have a good Christmas and enjoy the holiday season.